Okay, so just quickly going to show some evidence that I have publicly, but of course I'm downloading absolutely every stream this woman and these other people do on me. I'm just documenting it. Some people say they have legal counsel, but they don't seem to be. Someone's not explaining to them what actual cyber stalking means. When you continue to do 3-4 hour streams on people repetitively, that's called cyber stalking. You're not defending yourself just because you get on the internet and say, oh, I'm going to get these people, and you put cyber stalking in a title. This is evidence. You make veiled threats. You're saying we're going to get ours, and you don't mean monetarily. So you can try to say, oh, I meant something else. Nobody's breaking the law over here. I haven't cyberstalked you. I have every single live stream that you've ever done, ma'am. I have it, including the one when I was on Judah's channel and you got up there and said, we have something coming for you. And also the one from your channel before you said that you have people who can actually come out to where I am. You have the money for it. Remember that? Yeah. So let your lawyers know this, which I don't see who's giving you legal counsel when you continue to harass me. But let your lawyers know this, and listen carefully. When you sit on a panel and name absolutely everything to the T that was said in a harassment video where people went to my elderly mother's home and terrified her. When you have broken down every bit of those details before the video came out, I have the right to say that you're the one that did it because you told me, just like this thread I'm going to play for everybody. You said, oh, something's coming. The only thing that comes from you is criminal stuff. There's no court of law that would ever back you. You're a criminal right now. You're a cyber stalker. You're threatening me. You said you have people that you can hire. So of course I said, you hired people to come to my mom's house. You are the one from your own mouth said she lives with her mom. She doesn't have a job and all the lies that you told. So when it came out, the video that was created that violated me and my family, it was everything you said. So let me play this now, because to me this sounds like a threat. And since you said it's not going to be monetary, I can assume, since you have threatened people with violence before, I can assume that it could be something violent. And yes, the man that you're with, that you're trying to defend, he has a serious violent criminal background. So let's listen to this woman say, we have something coming and it's not monetary. So what are you going to send people to do something violent to us? Let's listen.
But Judah, Stacia Thompson, I'm not going to say Judah's real name yet, and the man that she is so-called married to are all going to pay, and I am not talking about monetarily.
Okay, so there you have it, more evidence. I don't know who, maybe they're just taking your money. I don't know who is legally representing you and the rest of these people. Now, I'm really serious about taking legal action, okay? Everything I've said on this internet is, I can prove that I'm defending myself. I can prove that I have the right to believe this. I didn't just get up and start stalking people like you do. Remember calling me auntie and, oh, she's so fat and she's old. Oh, I wonder how that's going to go in a court of law. I wonder if they're going to think that you're innocent when they see and hear you talking about, oh, she doesn't have any teeth. Go put your dentures in. You're broke. You remember calling me all that on Judah's panel? But yes, like I said to the other woman, leave me alone. Stop stalking me. This doesn't have to take 3 or 4 hours. That panel that you reviewed, that's because you're a part of gang stalking, and we're tired of it. You started gang stalking me because your boyfriend was my ex online fiance. And I found out that he was not a good person, the way he acted, and I broke up with him. And he sent my pictures, private pictures, out to a bunch of people. And he also sent them to another man who has a criminal record who sold them. And you thought it would be nice, and you thought you'd pick up a torch and start harassing me. You're a criminal. You're a criminal. How'd you get all that information on me, ma'am? You said Stacia Thompson. How'd you get that information if you haven't been stalking me and doxing me? See how easy this is? You're exposed, and don't worry. I don't have to say you have something coming and it's not monetary. You have something coming from the law. We're going to work on getting out there to take your man to task for what he did. I got all the records of what I sent him, and that's what's on that website. We're going to take Taharka Bay to task. What's his name? Toronto something. We're going to take James Cannon to task legally. And guess what? You want to keep on coming on the internet and harassing me? I'm not going to be afraid of you because I'm within the legal parameters. I don't have a criminal background. I don't stalk people. I don't send people or threaten to send people to people's homes. You just incriminated yourself again. By the way, yeah, let me get that. Remember you told me you have a private investigator for me? Let me get where you said you have a private investigator for Judah as well. Let me get that. Just 1 second, everybody. I'm going to cue that up for you. This isn't illegal, what I'm saying about you. It's because I have a reason to suspect it. You get it? Let's get it, though.
Still up.
Here she is.
Calling me Angel Manjaw.
Watch this. Oh, because hold on. See, she's been talking about my looks for so many streams, just harassing me. I have it documented. And because Judah called her something, she hired a private investigator, y'all, just like she did for me and my family, to go out and find Judah. This is the type of criminal we're dealing with. But she thinks she's going to have a court. She thinks a court of law, a judge is going to sit there and go, oh, you poor thing. No, ma'am. You're harassing people. You hired you. Here's the proof. This is why I have I have reason to believe it. 1 second. I got to cue it up again. Here it is. Listen to this stalker who said she has the time. I have the video, thank God. Thank you for not taking it down. Where you said you have the money and the time, or you said I have the money to send people. She said, you think I don't have the money to get people out there or find you or something to that effect. I have the recording. And here she is right here saying that she's going to send private investigators just like she did for me. You're a criminal. Let's listen. And it's not a crime to send private investigators. It's a crime to stalk people on the internet and then pay private investigators to go to their elderly mother's home and harass her. And then get on the internet talking about, oh, we got something coming for you. We're going to destroy you. Oh, you don't have this and that. That's a crime, ma'am. It's called stalking. Let's listen.
Love. Calling me Angel Manjaw, saying here's my information, because I did go public and say that we did hire an attorney and a private investigator.
Heard that?
So y'all remember when he did a stream?
You heard her say she hired a private investigator?
Angel Manjaw, saying here's my information, because I did go public and say that we did hire an attorney and a private investigator, actually in Japan. Because what Judah has been doing is threatening my life and my job, putting up distorted pictures. He's threatening rape.
She's a liar. This woman is a very dangerous person. She's a liar. Nobody threatened her life. You heard her. She didn't like that he called her manjaw. This is the criminal. I'm not defending. I'm defending my portion, but I know he didn't threaten to do all that stuff to her. But for me, you got to worry about me, ma'am. You over here talking about we have something coming and it's not we're going to pay and not monetarily. And now you're sitting up here admitting that you send private investigators to stalk people. Grand opening, grand closing, Chris Harris. That's not your saying. That's my husband saying. But let's listen again.
Private investigator actually in Japan. Y'all saying here's my information, because I did go public and say that we did hire an attorney and a private investigator actually in Japan, because what Judah had.
Okay, there you go. You're a criminal. Leave me alone. I'm going to ask you again. This is all evidence. I've already downloaded that entire video. My husband and I. Stop stalking me, ma'am. If you're so confident, put your real government out there. Put your real government out there, since you say you're not breaking the law. You have everybody else's government that you've investigated and stalked them. If you're not a stalker, if you're not a criminal, put your information out there so we can get the ball rolling quicker. Okay, but otherwise, if you don't, I've already got information. We just have to go and get everything filed and everything served for your, I'm trying to say this correctly, for your man, for James. So yeah, leave me alone. Stop stalking me. I can't wait to sit in front of a judge, not a group of gang stalkers and audience members who love to see people's lives destroyed. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a real court of law, a real judge to say, wow, you guys have been doing this and I'm going to show your association with Queen's Throne. I'm going to show your association with all the gang stalkers. I have all of you. You were in the chat cheering everybody on when they're stalking me. How do you think that's going to look when you try to go to a court of law and say, oh, I'm being harassed? No, you're in trouble. Okay, everybody, I'm going to get back to my night with my children and my family, and just stop harassing me and stop projecting, gaslighting. How do you stalk people and then say, oh, I'm being stalked? Show me one video where I'm calling her all kinds of aunties and making fun of her looks. Oh, we got the video of you and your boyfriend sitting there making fun of me when I was showing that I'm not that deep fake AI. We got it all. Where you're calling me Elwaz. That was you. Lady Elwaz. That was you. So we got it. Let's go to court. Let's get this going. So I'm so happy. I'm waiting for you to serve me the paperwork so we can actually get in front of a judge and, find out actually who you are. The law can handle this accordingly, because I'm tired of you. I am so tired of your harassment and your lies and your stalking. You're sick. Leave us alone. I'm not going to keep sitting quietly. I'm not going to keep sitting quietly anymore. We're going to fight back. We're going to say, leave us alone, and we're going to use the court. You could keep lying. When you hear us saying we're going to court, you say you're going to court. No, you're a criminal. You're hiring people to stalk people, and you're lying and gang stalking and trying to tear down people's reputations. Now that I proved to you, oh, I don't need a license to be a doula. Oh, I don't care if you don't need a license. That wasn't what you were saying before. You're saying you're exposed. Show us the license. I got the video when you were cursing me out on the panel with Judah. Show us your license, BITCH. Oh, I can't wait to show a judge that. You better let your lawyers hear all the stuff you've been doing. Otherwise, you're wasting your money and your time, and you're wasting theirs. But I'm sure they're glad to take your money. I said enough. Stop stalking me, criminal.